Welcome to our channel. Today we how to enable Dask for out-of-core data processing on AWS step by step clearly. To enable Dask for out-of-core data processing on AWS, start by launching your AWS Management Console. Navigate to the EC2 dashboard to create a new instance. Choose an appropriate Amazon Machine Image, or AMI, based on your requirements. Select an EC2 instance type that offers enough memory and CPU for your workload. Configure the instance details, ensuring you specify a suitable VPC and subnet. Add storage to your instance to accommodate the data you will be processing. Configure security group settings to allow access to the necessary ports. Launch the instance and connect to it using SSH. Once connected, update the system by running the appropriate package manager command, such as sudo apt update. Install Python and pip if they are not already present on the instance. Now, use pip to install Dask and its dependencies by running the command pip install Dask distributed. Next, to enable out-of-core data processing, also install Dask's additional packages, pip install Dask array. Configure a Dask scheduler by starting a new Dask cluster. This can be done by running Dask scheduler on the master node to manage the tasks. On your worker nodes, run Dask worker scheduler address to connect to the Dask scheduler. Depending on your data size, consider configuring Dask's memory limits by adjusting the settings in your Dask configuration files. Upload your datasets to the instance, either through direct upload or using AWS S3 buckets. To work with your data, use Dask's data structures, like Dask arrays or Dask data frames. You can now execute computations on your data in parallel, taking full advantage of Dask's out-of-core capabilities. Monitor cluster performance by accessing the Dask dashboard via the web interface. This will help you optimize your workflows and identify any bottlenecks in processing. Finally, shut down or terminate your AWS resources to avoid incurring additional costs. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.